Dell, for your group going up against the Celtics tonight, in your mind, what are the keys to getting back on track and starting this homestand with a win?
Starting on the defensive end, we got to find ways to get stops consistently. Making it tough on their offense, making them take tough twos all night, and then offensively, continue to share the ball. Like the Charlotte and DC game, the high assist games that we've had, just trusting each other. We just got to fall back into that. No matter what the result is, we got to continue to trust that process.
Obviously, you guys like to say you take it one game at a time, but the fact that you play Boston today and on Sunday, how much of an opportunity is it to really focus in on one team, what you want to accomplish, and refine those from game to game?
I look at it as a playoff series, a mini playoff series. We're playing this team in 3 days. 2 times in 3 days. It's an opportunity for us to, come out, do what we do tonight, and then whatever happens, be able to make the adjustments that's needed to have a better game or the same game, depending on how the night goes on Sunday. So, our job is just to go out there and do what we do. We're pretty familiar with this team, even though they're missing a couple of their guys. And through trade, they played a similar style, so it's going to be a great test for us tonight, for sure.
Boston, I think, is last in the league in points in the paint per game, but can that be a little bit of a red herring because they do such a good job creating threes and creating three-point opportunities? How important is it to kind of keep them out of the paint, but keep them off the three-point?
It's going to be a challenge for us. We've given up a lot of points in the paint. I think we're one of the last teams in giving up points in the paint, so we have to do a better job of that, guarding our yard, knowing our personnel. But like you said, they generate a lot of threes, and a lot of that comes from them penetrating and then kicking out. So we have to be able to, like I said before, know our personnel, know who you're closing out to, understanding guys like Derek White, Payton Pritchard want to get up threes. That's their main goal. So we just got to do a good job of locking in on the personnel tonight.
I don't know how much more extra motivation you guys need for how the season has started, but does the NBA Cup, does that matter anymore? I mean, it's the 3rd year of this thing. What does that mean, if anything at all?
Yeah, it definitely means something. 500,000 on the line. Yeah, everybody want a piece of that. Ain't nothing wrong with a little extra money. So it just keeps us engaged throughout the year. 82 game season can get long, can get dreary, but with them incorporating the NBA Cup, I think it's a beautiful thing to keep guys engaged, keep guys locked in throughout the whole 82 game season.
As a team, you guys have had some success in the NBA Cup. I think just the 2 losses in group play, you advanced to the knockout round last year. How important was that to kind of galvanizing the team in the early part of the season the last 2 years? And do you feel like a win tonight, a win next week can have kind of a similar effect for this one?
Yeah, for sure. We definitely believe we can win it. We got a great sense of what it feels like to kind of get to the knockout round, whatever the case may be with that. In my opinion, I feel like personnel-wise, we have a lot more pieces now. So I feel like we're just as confident as getting back to that same situation and just going further and hopefully winning it for sure.
You guys have the sense easy fixes right now, just transition defense, communication, things like that, turnovers, just a little bit more precise and it'll look a lot better?
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's an easy fix. It's more of a simple fix. It's something that it's simple. You got to do it. It's as simple as making better passes, dribbling the ball better, things like that. But I don't think it's easy. What I mean? It's something that you got to be conscious of, think about it. Not overthink, but have it in the back of your mind that that's something that we have to be better in if we want to be able to win, especially against the better teams in this league.
How well did you know Jaylen Brown when you were growing up in Atlanta?
Man, he was a year above me, so he might have been 2 years above me. Yeah, I used to go to see him play when I was a freshman. I used to see him play. He played at Wheeler and then playing for Game Elite. He was one of those guys. He was must-see TV, so he used to pack out the stands and stuff like that. And then when I started playing up, when I got to 10th and 11th grade, I played against him, I think once or twice maybe. I can't really remember, but yeah, I'm pretty close with him. His pops is close to my pops, so we try to keep that Atlanta thing together for sure.